So, Skinny Human, do you want to carry on and talk about this film? Back to the films, and we're looking at a film. I haven't noted down where this is. I think it's on Netflix, isn't it? And that is Spaceman. Scott, do you want to introduce that to us?
Not really.
This is disagreement coming up.
This is interesting because I've heard some people really, really positive about this film, and some people very, very negative.
Well, Spaceman, in my humble opinion, is a film about starring Adam Sandler as an astronaut who is on a solo mission on the edge of the solar system, and he is unwell, and all of a sudden there is a giant talking spider who starts talking to him about relationships. Show a clip.
6 months in isolation. You start thinking too much.
I'm getting interference.
I did not intend to frighten you, skinny human. Do not be afraid. I'm losing my mind. You wish to know if I am real. I am like you, an explorer.
So, Skinny Human, do you want to carry on and talk about this this film?
Okay,
which I must admit I haven't seen it. I've been focused on my Oscar films this week.
Fair enough. So, serious Sandler. It's a thing that in modern times is a lot better than comedy Sandler.
Mm-hmm.
But this one is a little bit... It's very experimental. It is very trippy in a way. And even though he's an astronaut, this is not a sci-fi movie. This is not a thriller in any way. This is quite a straightforward emotional drama just for people that have taken hallucinogenics. So we see him with his struggles. He's struggling with sort of sleep and his health. We see back home there is a pregnant wife or girlfriend, I can't remember exactly if they're married, played by Carey Mulligan, and he is missing her and spends most of the movie talking to this spider about her and about love and relationships. I just did not really know what I was watching, to be honest, Bob. I put this on not knowing anything more than the title and that it starred Adam Sandler and Carey Mulligan. So when I was watching it unfold, I was like, what did I put on? I just found it a bit tedious, to be honest. It definitely swings for the fences. And I can see the people who do like it, that can embrace the weirdness and look at it on a deeper level. There probably is something interesting in there, but it was just a little bit over the top and strange for me as a way of going into these themes and telling these ideas. It feels like it's Adam Sandler Netflix money when he's just doing whatever because Netflix have this deal where it seems like he can just do whatever he wants, whether they're wacky ideas or good serious ideas. I feel like Andy might go into a little bit more interesting areas in terms of how he feels about the themes of this. For me, it was just weird and dull.
Weird and dull. Okay. I mean, you talk about psychological drama in space, and my mind immediately goes to Solaris.
Thank you, Bob. I was just going to mention Solaris.
Okay, there you go. Over to you then, Andy.
Yeah, so this really is a kind of updated Solaris in some respects, because in Solaris, both the original Russian film and the George Clooney film, you know, he was having visions back of Earth and trying to communicate with his wife and all sorts of things. I was actually thinking of Dark Star, believe it or not, when I was watching this.
Okay.
Because the tagline for Dark Star was bombed out in space with a spaced-out bomb. And the tagline for this could be bombed out in space with a talking spider. It's what Gene Roddenberry called cerebral science fiction, which is what he said he was trying to achieve with Star Trek. Looking at the human condition, looking at what makes us human, looking at what matters to us and what makes us tick as human beings. So I thought the themes were really, really interesting. He's out there in space on a mission to investigate a strange area of space that's appeared in the sky. Basically, I thought it was really interesting. He's from Czech. He's a Czech astronaut. He's not American. He's not been sent up by the Brits. He's been sent up by the Czechs. And this is kind of a future world where smaller nations are as equally as important as some of the bigger ones. And maybe that's trying to say something as well. But I thought that the way in which his relationship with his wife, and I thought Kerry Mulligan was great in this, is depicted, was really good, really touching, really deeply moving. I found their relationship, the twos and throws, quite compelling. And the fact that we go backwards and forwards in time, seeing how they met, how they got married and everything else, I found it really quite compelling and I enjoyed it. Special effects I thought were quite good. I thought the spider was quite convincing. I thought the score was quite good. So yeah, this isn't Aliens, this isn't Dune, this isn't all guns blazing. This is cerebral science fiction. This is meant to be thought-provoking and an examination of the human condition using science fiction as a medium. It did really make me think of Solaris. Perhaps for the Russian version, even more than the George Clooney one, if I'm honest. But I really thought it was really, really good. Yeah.
Okay. I think we're going to have some diverse scores here. I haven't seen it, so I haven't got a score. Scott, score out of 10.
Yeah, so Andy reminded me there about the visual effects and score, which were the two things that I did like about this film. The score in particular was really nice. But as my score, I'm going to give it a 4.
4 out of 10. Andy?
7. 7 out of 10.
That's 11, giving us a Flickering Dreams score of 5.5, making Spaceman with Adam Sandler a miss from us. Okay.